There's Looney now coming by. He's going to have a drink out of my glass. Don't knock it over, please. Thank you. Welcome, YouTube friends. I just opened up the live stream. It's Wednesday Sacred Self-Care class. If you're watching recorded, it's May 22nd, 2024. And Wednesday is the day for taking care of ourselves, doing some joint juice and some regenerative stuff. So I'm off for a second to get cat treats, and I will be right back. Hi, guy. Good kitty. Good kitty. Hi, YouTubers. Welcome. If you're just getting in, we're just getting started. People are lying on their back. A lot of people come to see Looney. Here he is now. He's swishing my ankles because he knows a cat treat might be in order. There's one now. Bonk. Anyway, welcome aboard. Settle in on your back. Good. Looney just is laid down on his back. He's purring very loudly. It's a beautiful day. We're relaxing. It's Wednesday self-care class. Purr, purr, purr. Nice deep breath together. No rush. Not on Wednesday. Good, and we'll breathe down to our belly button. I see more YouTubers streaming in. Nice to have you on board. It's Greg and Looney Yoga Cat from Pleasant Hill, California, settling in for some good take care of ourself yoga. Okay, let's feel our feels for a few moments. Tap into your feeling with your breathing. Tap into your breathing with your feeling. Very good. Biggest inhale you got, feeling whatever you're feeling. Breathe your breath larger than all of your feels. Inhale. Exhale, let it all go. We are calm, emptied out souls. Good. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Circulate some start your engines through yourself. Good kitty. Arms up to the ceiling. Give yourself one of those famous stretches back up over your head. I think pointing your toes forward amplifies the ecstasy, if you're into that sort of thing. Good. Draw your knees in. Do a little knee hugging and back rolling. It's what we do. Maybe the other way if you're feeling it. Good. It's 10 after the hour, so that's when we roll up together. We're on a efficient, effective time schedule in our yoga. We're not here to waste time. We're here to use time incredibly efficiently. It's an amazing resource, isn't it? Looney never wastes time. He's always up to the most optimal cat thing. Great to see you, Zoom friends. Hello. YouTubers, let me check the analytics. Excellent. Great to see you all. Thanks for sharing. Today's been a big day over here. I rode my bike to Berkeley, which is on the other side of the hills if you're a YouTuber, and getting my bike repaired, keeping busy. My brand new Cuisinart ice cream maker came today because according to my new carnivore diet, I can eat ice cream made with 2 eggs and half a cup of pure cream, and you put it in the Cuisinart ice cream maker, and then it's actually something that will be other than meat. Anyway, Looney and I both like meat a lot. You're probably waiting for the part with the yoga, aren't you? Look, I'm going to put a fish on your belly like an otter. Can you tell I'm a little tired? Shoulders, 1, 2, but I can get going. Hope you're doing well. Many prayers and blessings. I hope things are unfolding gloriously. If you're doing your yoga and you're continuously cleaning the inner world and getting more and more into alignment, other way with your shoulders, it's inevitable that things will go, how shall I say, more and more swimmingly, more and more interesting, more and more creative, more and more compelling, more and more challenging, bigger challenges to meet, but you'll have more fun doing it. 7, 8, good. All right, chant an Om with me and be louder than me because I could use some of your Om. Big inhale. Prayer hands, whether you like it or not, and I bet you do like it because prayer hands make me feel humbled, sacred, reverent, internally focused. God, love source, bless us with great insight, love, light, and health. How about wonderful, glorious, ebullient health? Good. All right. Drop your chin. Take your head around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We work super hard on Monday. Some of you remember. 7, 8. Other way. 2, 3, 4, 5. I yawn. 6. Yawning's good for you. And relax your head down for 22 seconds. Close your eyes. If you're one of my pros, make that ujjayi breathing at the base, at the back of your throat. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Presence of being. Okie doke. Now, here's something I think is very simple that can help you to wake up. Because we tend to sit a lot all day long, generally speaking, unless you're a traffic cop in intersections. If you lift up your butt, it stretches your nervous system the other way. So, bottoms up, wake you up a little bit, make the front of your pants squeak a little higher, head back, chest up, shoulder blades pulled together. Good. And come on down. Really, you're leaving? I got a whole stack of cat treats. Boy, does that cat. Oh, you heard that. Do you have yoga blocks? You could get them. I'm going to start selling them on my online store. But I have enough yoga blocks that I can bring my forehead down without too much trouble. If you don't have yoga blocks, A, suffer without them. B, after class, immediately go get 14 by 6 by 8-inch foam blocks. They're like $9 a piece. And when you do a seated forward, maybe you're just stiff as a boiled owl, which is on my carnivore diet. You could stack your blocks up taller. And we're going to sit in this for 47 seconds. I like rolling my forehead out sometimes because it's getting that wrinkle that's got dented in there from worrying too much. I don't worry anymore, except about worrying. And if I do start worrying, stop. Everything's always working out for us. Good, now let's hold perfectly still for half a minute. Balance your head and your buns. Relax your shoulders. Boy, this will cool your jets, won't it? Come on up on your next inhale. If you're new to this, this is not the frisky style yoga. This is the yin style, which is wildly popular. Gives you a chance to spend a few minutes in the poses. It goes deeper into your body. You switch the cross of your legs. Stack up whatever size edifice you want to yourself. That's pretty big right there, but I could go full Stonehenge like that if I wanted. Anyway, do what you do, not what I do. If you lean forward, if it feels like your booty buns are flying up, just send a little ballast back in your behind parts. If you balance your head and your buns, you go weightless, you lose weight. Boy, am I going to lose weight. 40 pounds. Stop thinking. How do you do that? It's interesting. You just stop thinking. Good, now we'll go still for half a minute. Okay, friendly friends, come on up. We'll continue our sequence. I'm gonna go back to my more familiar feeling cross. There's all these cat treats, and I can't eat them anymore. They've got cornmeal and stuff. If they were like little salmon treats, I'd probably eat them. Okay, now hands on our knees. Do you guys, it's t-shirts, too tight, but not for very long. You wait and see. Some people, it's the pants you pull on, they're a little tight. Some people, it's the shirt. Okay, now my right shoulder's going down toward my left knee. I circle around, right shoulder over to left knee, and then we come on back up. And then you shoulder to knee, shoulder to knee. And by Jove, I think we've got this beautiful rhythmic kelp bed off of Monterey swaying around. Maybe your shoulder touches your niche, maybe it doesn't. Now, when I do this, I Velcro my shorts to the floor so my buns don't go flying everywhere. 6. This is a nice movement. This releases endogenous morphines, dopamines. Why do you think they call it dopamine? Come on up, you guys. Okay, we'll pause here. And we're going to do the other side. Right shoulder, left knee, circle around. Life is circles, isn't it? It's circles, but they don't end up in the same place. They go higher and higher. You know what that's called? That's called an upward spiral. Now, if you're in a downward spiral, if you're going in a circle and always ending up in the same place but lower, then you should line up a coaching call with me. Go to my website, upwardspiralyoga.com, and we'll talk about it. We'll get you going on an upward spiral. I've helped hundreds of people now get their lives in the upward spiral. 6. It's amazing that miracles that come. They're not by me, they're by you. I just show you how to get in touch with them. And 8. Good job. All right. Cheryl Crows. I know I'm going to get some sort of letter from her lawyers telling me to quit using her name or to pay royalties. But I have a very strong lawyer. Side, side, twisting your arms. Can I twist your arm for you? Twist my arm, would you? Grab your elbows. I've ridden my bike for 6 miles today. I went on a 2.5 mile walk from Bart Station back home, switched across. Gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna ride my bike today, side to side. What are you doing for fun and for interest? Maybe you need to learn how to play golf. I taught an upcoming genius a golf lesson yesterday, and she just literally knocked it out of the park. I'm not going to name names, Jennifer, Good. Bring your arms down. Oh, my shoulders are sore. Good. All right, now paws out, palms up. Lean into your paws. If you're going to hit the golf ball anywhere, you got to be able to have flexible, fast wrists. Drop your chin. If you like to walk your cats, you just go left and right. Stop thinking everything. If we stop thinking, everything else works out for us in the background. Upward spiral. Life is a series of circles going upward. And we're never done. I don't care if you're 8 months old or 8 years old or 88 years old. That's just incidental. We're ongoing creatures forever and forever. Good. Come on out of that, kids. And we'll roly-poly guacamoles. Oh, don't say that. Roly-poly ground beef. I've got some friends that are on the edge of disowning me for becoming a carnivore. I'll probably eat them. Other way, that'll be my answer. I'll go 100% T-Rex on them. If you're watching on YouTube and I've offended you that I'm a carnivore, just then leave a comment and love me, forgive me, shake it out. I think it's making me more aggressive. Sometimes you got to be a little aggressive, a little competitive, grab for what you want, especially if you're one of those really nice people that everybody else always goes first. You do that long enough, you'll never go at all. Faster, faster. Here's your new mantra. You ready? I come first. Faster, faster. Cup your hands at your heart, drop your chin. Well, that's a shocking thing for a spiritual guy to say. If I'm not saying shocking stuff, then I'm not doing my job. We are calm, peaceful souls. Ooh, my mind stopped for a second. It was paradise. Release arms, inhale up. We're going to poof together. Arms out, arms behind your back, up your back, through here, back here. Poof. I bet Todd and Jennifer, my friends, they're going up to the mountains. I bet Jennifer's the whole 4-hour drive. She's going to be saying, we better golf when we get there. We better golf when we get there. So fun to learn something brand new. You get that little kid inside of you just going crazy, arms out. It's all you want to do. Doesn't matter how good you are at it, as long as you can do it and get better. Poof. One more. I think this makes 6/4, which is 1 1/3. Poof. Good. All right. We should switch the cross of our legs. And then we should lean back on our paws and do one more wake up bun elevation. Apollo, we have blast off, head back, chest up, butt squeezes, cheeks high, all 4 of them, lift up. And we should come back down. And before we totally change into a whole different shape, I'm going back here, but my neck needs this. Right fingers back left corner, tilt right. Drop your chin. Diet is so personal, isn't it? 3 things you don't talk about at cocktail parties: politics, religion, and diet. Drop your chin. Relax your mouth. You know why? Because nobody ever changes their religion, their politics, or their diet. So people are fiercely loyal, and no one's going to change their mind. Changing your mind is the hardest thing in the world, but it can be done. Inhale, come on up. Left fingers back right corner. Tiltasana. Drop a chin, relax your right shoulders. Yoga helps to loosen the stiffness and the congealing of the mind, the samsaras, the welded in patterns of intractable thought, the opinions. Some of our thinking is brilliant, there's no doubt about it, but some of it is outdated. It's like 1980s software on your computer. Wait for it. Well, good. Well, come on up, huh? Bring it back up. I feel so much better. I hope you do too. I truly do. Inhale for an Om. Oh, little crack in my voice. Voice is changing finally. Prayer pause, and you get a chance to pray for yourself. Leave me out of it. Aim your soul at the highest you know. We're aiming creatures. Aim up. Nothing's more powerful than group prayer. I am a firm believer. I'll prove it to you. Okay, we'll relax our hands down. Now, last week, I was getting cravings for bags of Snickers bars and ice cream. Now I'm getting craving for a particular yoga pose that I've been thinking about today. But it's a challenging one, and we have to build something. Most of us do. Some of you really bendy bears, it's not a problem. But I'm sliding out the big guns here, you guys. Uh, Why am I doing that? Well, the reason I'm doing it is we're going to do Supta, we're going to do Ardha Supta Virasana. Ardha Supta Virasana. Now, maybe you don't have a bunch of blankets and bolsters, so you're just going to have to suffer. So, anyway, why that? Well, here's why. Because you're more flexible than I am. This is my right shin. I'm folding it under. My left knee is obviously, I'm showing this from the side. And without support, if I try to lean all the way back, I'm going to be a very unhappy cat. Now you can use your couch or your chair, or you don't have to use it. If you just want to do it up here and you can't even lean back at all, that's fine. If you have a bunch of stuff to put behind you. But to some degree, I'm counting on your intelligence because my yoga students are way smarter than those other yoga students on YouTube. So if I put enough stuff behind me and get it in the right there, now I can do this without, and I can breathe. My 20-something students, they can lean all the way on their back. They're wondering what's wrong with us old people. But I'm wondering what's wrong with them. Relax, take a load off. Come up with any variation that works for you. I think for most people, if this is not built properly, it's the hardest of all yoga poses. But if you're smart like we are, you can get in it and we can yin it for about a minute or two. Now, if you're one of my many yogis from all around the world, Tasmania, Romania, Spain, Ukraine, and you can just lay all the way on your back with immunity and impunity, I think you should. Good, about 30 more seconds. Takes a while to get in it for some of us, so we don't want to jerk ourselves out of it. Okay, my friends, let's slowly peel ourselves out of that predicament, shall we? Generally, most people I know, they don't come bouncing out of that pose. Now, all we're going to do is we're just going to reverse it. So my right knee goes out to the side, and now it's the left shin that folds under, right? And then my whole thing just collapsed. Kind of embarrassing, but nothing I haven't felt before. Now, if you'll just trust me on this and understand the great good this is doing for your body, then whatever the experience is, ride it out, breathe it out, breathe through it. You'll make it. Do your best to move your breathing down to your belly button. On this side, I can't even lean all the way back. I just have a physical anomaly, but it's going to go away. But in the meantime, I can't even lean all the way back, but I'm still in the game. I don't care where you are in the game. I just want you in the game, playing, not on the bench. Okay, you kids, let's come out. What do you say? That pose, even though it's yin, is very dynamic. And my definition of dynamic is that which leads to significant change in your body, significant change of any kind. That's what the word dynamic means, in case you're wondering. All right. You know what we've not done for a while, at least not on weeknights. Maybe on weekends we have, but I don't think you guys and I have done it together. And that's a good restorative twist. And of course, that leads to my favorite one, which is grab your inner child, your bolster. If you don't have a bolster, I'll give you one, unless you live in South America or something. You pay the shipping, I'll give you one. But I've given all my Zoom friends bolsters because they used to go to my studio. In relation to what they've given me, a bolster is small repayment. Aw, I'm going to put little button eyes and stuff on my bolster. There are people watching this for the first time on YouTube just going, I can't believe what I'm watching. Put the bolster in front of you, but you're liking it. Admit it, you like it. Then we're going to do pat, pat, buttercat on the bolster. We're just going to make sure it's out in front of us. It's all smooth. That almost feels pretty good, doesn't it? I'm giving my bolster a full body massage. And it's not going to pay me, so I'm going to stop. Now, here comes the twist. If you haven't done this one before, if you do it wrong, it could rip your body in half. So let's be careful. Let's turn our knees to the left. So now this is the side of my hip. The bolster pulls into the side of my hip. This actually can be as strong a twist as you could ever imagine. So if you're really bendy and bored, just go buck wild. A lot of bees. Put your right hand on the bolster. Pat, pat, buttercat. Then fold your ankles and your knees around behind you, mermaid position. So as you look behind you, your knees and ankles are kind of stacked up. Now that's twisting my lower body away from my upper body. That is typically known as a twist. Now, if you put both hands on the bolster, the twist is increased and amplified. If I put my right hand over here, my twist is increased and amplified a little more. Then maybe I'll move my bolster 1 hour over to 1 o'clock. Now it seems like you'd come down on your right side or on your back. No, you wouldn't. You would turn your chest and your belly button to face your bolster. It's a love scene, a slow motion love scene in a movie. And you're coming down, and everybody's so happy that's watching it. You're coming down, and regular people go to your right ear, bendy people go to your left ear. Now you see some people, their elbows are sticking out to the side because they're feeling like they're dying. But after a while, you want your elbows out to the side, and then you're a vegetable, which I don't eat anymore. And we're going to do this for 200 minutos, 2 minutes. Some days when I've had enough coffee and I know I'm bendier than usual, I'll come up and I'll kind of take my bolster a little further over, and I'm going to leave that up to yogis. If you're pretty snoozy where you are, just stay there. Good now, everybody. We're not coming out, but we're just going to do a nice little twisty back bend thing. Put your hands by the side of your bolster. Press up and out like somebody walked into the room and you have to painfully acknowledge them for a second. One of your kids walks in or something. You lift up, you look at them, you relax your shoulders down your back. You lean back, and the farther you lean back, the more you drop your chin. This gets angles of our body you're just not going to get at any other time, which is why this is so supremely good for you. I'm going to move my bolster, new word, over to the right a little further. Maybe we'll come down again and I won't bother you again for hours. Oh God, this feels heavenly. Back in the day at the studio, I'd come by, I'd put 5/8 sandbags on your back, step on you, stand on you. This makes the hands on the clock go backwards. Fall asleep if you want. Very good. Exhale all the air out. Pull your hands in by the side of your chest. Come out slow as molasses on a cold day. Oh, I feel like $100 after that. Come on out. Oh, and go right back into it. Just kidding. We're going to do the other side. I feel great. Bolster out in front. Square up our seated position. Give the bolster a full body massage from buttocks to neck. It's actually pretty good for your back to just slide your hands forward, supported. Okay, enough of that tomfoolery. Now we're going to sit up. We're going to spin these knees to the right, side of my hippies over here. So now I've turned my knees 90 degrees. I put my left hand on the bolster, and so do you. Big paw. Now I'm going to kind of turn my knees another 90 degrees to my right and shift my right knee on top of my left. Cross my left ankle underneath my right. As I look behind me, I'm sitting in mermaid pose, which some people look really good in, and I look like a mermail. Good. Now both hands in the bolster. Push back. Stretch this stuff. These are my love handles. Look at them while you can, because they're going to be extinct pretty soon. You're going to be like, wow, where'd they go? Lean back. I'm nothing if not confident. All right. Now put your left hand over here. This goes an hour over to your left to 11 o'clock on your dial. My teacher used to have us, we had to put our right thumb in our belly button and push all the way till we could feel our spleen. Only then could you turn Then you aim your face and your chest down, and you could come slamming down like a ski fall or nice and slow. You decide which ear. Elbows out. Happiness ensues. Probably my favorite yoga pose. Tied for first. We are calm and peaceful. Cats and dogs. Okay, when your kids walks into the room, you have to acknowledge them for just a second. So you bring your hands in, you push up, and you look out and forward at them with, kind of snarky face. Lean back, stretch your back, drop your chin, shoulder blades away from your ears. Okay, now's a good opportunity to sneak the bolster smidgens over to your left a little further. Aim your belly button even more to the left, and maybe even adventure down to your right ear. Left ear is fine, just not both at the same time. Oh, goodness. Let your breathing slow down, deeper exhalations. Soak up the healing. If you did go to your right ear, please back to your left ear. If you're on your left ear, that's okay. Biggest inhale of your whole life so far. Exhale, let it go. Pull your hands in, friends. Slow, easy does it. Come on out. When you come out, you're going to feel older, but right after that, you're going to feel much younger. And we're going to slide our legs back around. I don't really get the whole age thing. We're spiritual beings, we're eternal, just this temporary little mortal coil. It's like, don't take that age stuff too seriously. And you know what they say, youth is wasted on the young, and they're right. Certainly wasted on me. Okay, now we got one more spine crackadelic. If you don't have these big 14 by 8 by 6 foam blocks, you could go on Amazon and have them by tomorrow, and then there's no more frowny face during class because you have to use rocks and stuff. That's very sad. One for my bra strap, one for my head. This is the one that affords us the real ability to lay over the top, because it's right in my thoracic spine. It jacks my heart open, relaxes my head back. I don't care, do whatever you want with your legs within reason, crossed, uncrossed. But you want to feel a nice, what's a good word? Stabbing, that's a bad word. A nice releasing opening in your heart and chest. And we're going to do it in 2 parts. This is the first part. If you don't have blocks, pillows, blankets, bolsters, people, dogs, cats, get some yoga blocks. Don't make me ask again. Okay, in part 2, and only if it really makes sense and it works for you, I'm just going to turn my head block down. It's not for everybody. Nothing's for everybody except my yoga. And I'm just going to bring my arms back here. That's just going to release / stab me open a little more. Extend my legs out. Cross my legs like I'm down at the pool. This just has me riding that edge, man. That edge. There's just no substitute for these sorts of poses, this amount of time, this kind of action in our body. Okay, now aim your arms up to the ceiling like you're signaling touchdown, but you're still in the pose. And just let your right arm drape over your left arm over your chest and give yourself a hug. while you're hugging your shoulders. Lift up your face and lift up your shoulders a little bit. It'll drill a lot of pressure right into your heart. Excellent, right? And release back. Arms up. Left arm over your right. Grab your shoulders. Relax back. Enjoy the splendid suffering of it, the awesome anguish. Lift up your head, lean forward to open up your heart a little more. We'll get that thing open. So much more love will come out and go in. Good, relax back. Now put your fingertips on the back of your head. Lift just your head, as if that's all. Yeah, I'm just inside my head. Yeah, right. Arms forward and sit up. Now, I know you feel somewhere between like $100 and $1 million, but this next one is a totally $1 million pose. We're going Shavasana with bolster under knees. We're getting these painful implements out of the way. We're saying goodnight to Helga, which is bittersweet sorrow, but I know I get to see her again soon, so that always makes me happy. Guten Nacht, Helga. Nighty night. And now the remaining kids are going to put their knees over the bolster. Whether you're in Maine or Spain or Ukraine, whether you're in Tasmania, Romania, or just Mania, lie on your back and do this. Don't not do this. Don't skip this. Don't make me come over there. My knees are lifted, my neck is lifted, everything else is tuna melt, patty melt. I can have patty melts, just no bread. Relax, relax your jaw. And we're in. Okay, friends, let's breathe back toward our bodies, come back to life. We were in corpse pose, which means corpse pose. Now we're coming back to life. Feeling back inside my glorious skin, my grateful body, my open heart, my willing countenance. Going to wiggle my fingers and toes. Circulate extra, extra super feel good through myself. Good. And we'll bring our knees in. We'll roll to our right. Good. Then the kids with their eyes closed sat up together. Feeling restored, regenerated, renewed. They brought paws to heart. They tilted their faces in humility. We all connect into that inner sun of which we're all a part. All together we say, Namaste. What did Sting say? There has to be an invisible sun that gives its heat to everyone. Why didn't I write that song? I will. YouTubers, thanks for stopping by. It's so good to see you. Your liking and subscribing is really, it's making me very happy. Thank you. Because I want to make you happy. It should be reciprocal, right? So like, subscribe, hit the bell, and every time we go live, you'll get a notification. If you share it with your friends, there's nothing better than knowing when you're suffering in a yoga pose, people that you know are as well. We'll see you guys next time.